Hello everyone, I'm Saket Bansal and today I'm exploring how to use ChatGPT for creating user stories. This might be a role of a product owner or a business analyst, or maybe as a project manager, you are involved in creating user stories. Now, before even if I'm doing it without ChatGPT, before I go to the user story, I need to understand the product, some kind of target market segment, some kind of user personas, some high level requirement, and then I can reach to the level of user stories. But this time I will do everything using ChatGPT. I will keep recording my results in between for the future reference, and maybe I want to edit something in the Word document, but we will start with the ChatGPT prompt. So here I share. So I start with a blank prompt here, and I can say, create a product vision for a product name wowhotels.com, which is an aggregation travel portal aiming to provide hotels and related services in tourist destinations for people who are looking for economic options. So let me fix the spellings, and I will say that, okay, let's create the economical option. Yeah, economical options. Let's see. So we are creating a product vision for our wowhotels.com. So we give it a name so we can refer it in our subsequent conversation. So to be the go-to online destination for budget-conscious travelers seeking comfortable, economical, and comfortable hotel stay in the hotels, tourist destinations. Core feature: extensive hotel database, okay, user-friendly interface, dynamic price and deals, customer review and rating, customized search filter. This thing is bringing too much information. Local experience guide and unique selling proposition, best price guaranteed. Yeah, so 24/7 customer support. I can't do that. Exclusive member benefits. We are not thinking about loyalty program right now. So it created something for me. Now what I can do, I can take this content and put into a Word document, remove some of the things which are not relevant, and add the things which are more relevant for my wowhotels.com. And going forward, that can become a source for our subsequent requirement elicitation. So, but it gave me a good format. I can understand that overall, if I fix this content, I probably will be able to move forward with a better understanding of my target segment, users, and ultimately user personas. So I'm copying it and taking it to the Word. So I copy it first in the notepad, because if I directly take it to the Word, it gets a little clumsy. So let me stop sharing and share my Word document, which I am working with. So I'm doing a little bit formatting because I directly copied this thing into the notepad first. So yes, name of the hotel, vision statement. I'm doing this formatting for myself in a way. So to be an online destination for budget conscious travelers seeking comfortable. So I would say travelers in India. Let's me focus on only in India. So I am specifically putting details seeking comfortable, economical, memorable hotel stay in the words in the around all parts of India. So I'm saying stays in all parts of India. So I can remove travelers in India. So budget conscious travelers seeking comfortable. So I focus on one geography. This is my limitation. And I say core features, extensive hotel database. Yes, I want to do that. User friendly interface. I want to continue doing that. Customer reviews and rating. Yes, I want to do that. Customer customizable search option. Yes, we will have it. Yes, we want to have a local experiences. So I am more or less good with all these core features. Uh, so local experiences, insights and tips of local attraction, dining and cultural experience near the hotel. Um Also focusing on arranging training and courses such like yoga. That is something also we want to have a feature so people can book for yoga retreat and all. So this is something I want to add. I can say this looks good to me. I can continue with the core features. Best price guaranteed, assurance of most extensive price in the market, 24/7 support. I can't do that. I'm removing it. Exclusive member benefits. As of now, we are not focusing on loyalty programs. So I would say, let me put an out of scope something here so that it remains clear. Out of scope for this, out of scope, that's a simple thing. So I can make it a heading and say, okay, exclusive member benefits. So loyalty program offering is is not included in the current vision. So I want to make it clear, yeah, so that it is not bringing all those ideas again and again. Eco-friendly, sustainable option. Yes, we want to focus on that. Yeah, so I can say unique selling proposition, uh, integration of various uh, uh, experiences. So that should be like yoga activities. That's something we want to focus on. So I can say this is something I'm adding more. Yeah. And the target audience, I can focus on budget travelers, including solo, backpacker, families, and groups. So I probably don't want to focus on families. I want to focus on groups. Yeah, yeah, that's something I want to do. So including solo, backpackers, and groups. Yeah, that's the focus area we have. Budget travelers, individual seeking. Yeah, that's something is good idea. We can focus on them. They are our target audience. Continue with that. People who are looking for long-term stay, long duration stay for say stay like more than a month. That is also our target segment. Okay, I can put it more clearly. Solo travelers looking for solo travelers looking for budget yeah, looking for budget long duration stay. Yeah, that's something I can keep my focus little clear. Okay, this is target segment. Marketing strategy, digital media, partnership and collaboration, loyalty program. I'm saying I'm out of it. Digital marketing, partnership and collaboration, we want to focus on. Yes, we want to continue doing that. So I can say so. So this is my marketing strategy. And long-term goals, I can say expanding hotel listing to cover more global destination, develop a mobile app for user friendly. So let's me not focus on internationalization. I am machine learning, probably I get rid of. I can say these are my long-term goal. I can say yes, I can deal with it. And sustainable and social accountability, equal friendly, engage in community welfare. Yes, we can focus on that all. Great. So that seems to be our first level, quite extensive details. I would say that we have created 300 words out of a small prompt, and then I edited it. The whole thing is, it is not owned by ChatGPT or AI. It is owned by the person who is looking at it. I can delete whatever came here. I can add things here. It is just like speeding up my process so I can think fast, yeah, and I can add details here. So I can say, let's save it because I would need it. So wow hotels, uh, yeah, that's something I put it here. So if I stop sharing and I say, okay, let me use this information, whatever I have edited. And based on that, I need to create some of the user personas for this particular product. So I go again with my chat prompt. And I can say for the attached product vision, suggest some of the target personas. Let me put the attachment here. So this is the our attachment, and I can say go. So we can say budget conscious backpacker, occupation, age, needs, traveler habit. Yes, but they are not naming the persona, so which can become a little dangerous for me because I will be finding it difficult to refer them back. So I can probably ask, please name the persona. Sometime when you give this prompt, the persona comes with a name only, but in this case, it is coming without name. It's little unpredictable. Yeah, so we need to apply our thing here. So it's more like a customer segment rather than a persona, where I um, be specific. So I'm putting be specific on persona, identify it as a person with name. So we have an Emma, okay, university students working in the cultural studies, lifestyle, budget conscious backpacker, makes sense. I have a first persona, and I have a second one, David and Sarah. Oh, they are like a value seeking family. I said no family, but group. Yes, yeah, probably I will delete this. Let's see. Yeah, if I don't want to follow and focus on this persona, I will remove it. Um, so we have another persona coming in, Maya. So now I realized that yes, the application is focusing on the user, but somewhere the whole process is going a little distracted because I am not getting personas for the group. Okay, I got it. Adventure seeking group. So I got a group members are around 25-year-old. Yes. So I think I need to pick some of the personas from here. So I need to add two personas here. One is the agency who does booking for group travel, and another is hotel manager who wish to manage their hotel listing and inventory. So this is like a back office work, but I need to add these two types of personas here. And let's see how do we handle this thing. Okay, looks like I need to take it into the Word document and upgrade it. And then only I can move forward because working on this prompt may take a lot of time. So I need to remove some of the irrelevant personas and edit the detail accordingly. Yeah. So let me copy it. Let this thing get over so that we can copy and take it into the Word and use this thing. So let's take the first four personas which came. Okay, it is still copying. Let me take it. Stop share. So I share the Word document again. I know it's a little back and forth here and there, but once you start playing with it, I think it will make good sense. So I just copy it in. So I focus on giving user personas. I better give it a heading one. I don't know if the ChatGPT considers the importance of these things, but I think for me myself it is needed. Yeah. So I gave these things little clarity because it makes me see the things in little more clearly. Uh, but I also realized that I was missing the hotel manager. So in a key feature, uh, publishing and listing budget hotels, that is also a key feature needed. And I would say that a group booking and managing their stay. Yeah, so that's something is also needed. I added there. And coming back, I think I need to clarify the target audience as well. So I can say the travel agencies organizing group travel, uh, hotels, hotel managers who are looking for platform to sell their hotel inventory. And I also have a service provider like activities and yoga one who wish to collaborate. So while working on the personas, I got these ideas clear and I can say, okay, let me add it. So persona one, Emma, I think I go with her. I keep it. Students, lifestyle, travel preference, I can go with it. Family is not my focus, so I am deleting them. I will consider them later. Maya, and I think it's more or less the same, but very little. I want to keep the confusion less, so I'm getting rid of Maya also. Alex, I keep Alex because Alex is specifically focusing on a little bit of mm, freelancing and long-term stay, so I can keep it. Adventure seeking group. Yes, I think I better deal with the agencies when I'm dealing with the group. So I keep the travel coordinator as a good guy. So Alex is here and I focus on Jordan. Yes, I can say this guy is good for me. And I probably want to focus on Sophia. Yes, project the hotel manager. I want to also have a someone added as a yoga instructor or an activity provider. I can say Mr. Persona as John. So something is needed. Yeah. So it's not everything will come from the chat GPT. The training manager, or I would say occupation organizing travel experience related activities. Yeah, I can ask the chat GPT also to ask create a persona for it. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, so let's stop here and go to a chat GPT to add this persona. We can say, it's too much work doing myself, why don't I use it? So I can say add another persona for say John, who is an activity organizer who wish to collaborate to increase the travel experience of travelers, something like that. Yeah, so we can say uh, hopefully rest the thing this GPT will take care. So I want to have John, the activity organizer. Yes, this guy seems to be founder of an adventure company. Good, good. I think this makes it a little clear. And then we make sure that we have a John as a personas as well. Now you might be wondering, why don't I directly get to the user stories and get into action, because that seems to be the goal of this particular video. So the whole idea here is that we want to focus on users before we want to get into user stories. If I don't have an agreement at a persona level also, then we may have a difference of opinion at a later stage, because the stories which get created by the chat gpt may have a lot of rework needed, but as much detail I can provide, it is good. And the another thing is, in a quick time, I'm also getting ready with lots of details. Yeah, so it is again a raw first draft of my product. I am not assuming that based on this we will do the complete product development, but here I am putting a quick template, especially when we don't have a ready-made organizational historical data. We can say, okay, we start with something and say, I already have 800 plus words, relevant words. It's just not a document in last say 10 odd minutes related to this wowhotels.com, and I started with the pure scratch document. So now I just wanted to show you where our Word document stand. I just added the details here. So let me show you where we are. So now we have a vision statement, key features, whatever the unique selling proposition and all, and we have a user personas, and I have added the user persona for activity organizer as well. Now, if I want, I can start using the names. I can say, okay, let's talk about Emma. Now, just to make sure the prompt and I have a same understanding, because I played and changed some of the content in the doc. So why don't I save the doc and feed it back rather than just keep talking? If I don't have much of the customization and I'm just converting, having conversation continued, I don't have to push this content again. But here we did something. So I think I probably want to show what I have done to the prompt before I take it further. So I tell that let's focus on probably creating jobs to do for whom. Maybe we had Emma. Emma was the first one, I guess, which I kept, and I also kept the Jordan. We also kept Alex. Okay, so maybe I can talk about create create jobs to be done for all the identified user persona for this product. Yeah, let me using the attached file as reference. So I'm hoping the one which are deleted will not show up, and the one which are still in the file will continue proceeding. So let's see what we get here. I'm focusing on high level jobs these people are expected to do, and then I can clarify. I can delete some of the things. So we have Emma GBT jobs to be done, and we have Alex jobs to be done. Okay, Jordan coming in. So one thing is it ensures that we are in a Sophia, the hotel manager. Yes, we kept her. Yes, and we had a John, the activity organizer. Yes, so we have a 5 personas, and this is what they are expected to do. So I can see if I have any difference of opinion. Now I can copy this to keep enriching my doc and playing with it. But here I can just say find book an affordable thing, access information. If I'm happy with what the jobs to be done coming up, then I can say, yes, we have a clear understanding of how these users or these target personas are going to refer to our application. If I have a disagreement, I take it in the Word file, edit that particular thing, play some time, and give that feed again to the ChatGPT. As of now, I am just continuing what is written here, but at the same time, I don't want to take a chance and putting it in my file for the future reference, yeah, which means I may have to play something in the file directly rather than relying on the knowledge which ChatGPT is building based on our interactions. So I can say this is something we have. Yeah? So I am putting jobs to be done data in my file. Yeah? That's what I'm doing. So now we have all these user personas and jobs to be done added in the file. Yeah. Continuing, now we can talk about user stories. I can talk about I can focus on a particular user and say, let's talk about maybe Emma. Yeah. So let's create user stories for Emma. So this is the key thing which I think many of you were looking for, creating user stories. So Emma, we know who is Emma. That's pretty much is there. Um, okay, so we do get story discovering budget-friendly options uh, as Emma, the pretty nice, a budget-conscious backpacker. I want to easily find and compare economical accommodation for my chosen destination. As a social traveler, I want to socializing opportunities. I want to accommodate. So it's for the Emma only, but she is looking at various dimension of her. I am cultural enthusiast as well as a spontaneous traveler, a last minute booking, as a savvy traveler, as a student of a limited budget, as someone with a new to the destination. Good set of user stories. Yeah. Now, again, it is something you need to put your intelligence and experience along, but some kind of filter or some kind of quick information is coming here. I can take them, start preparing the product backlog and work on it. I can even ask the prompt to create a first level of product backlog for Wow Hotels, yeah, for this particular project. I can say that, and let's see what it creates. Create a product backlog for this product. Let's see, simple. Because the information is already there and I'm not playing much here and there. So it can also create a product backlog directly. But I usually prefer that we create user stories for each persona and then we create a compilation of product backlog ourselves. Because when we create product backlog, it uses its own style and which changes with time. Sometimes it gets tech oriented, sometimes it gets user stories oriented. I can say that also, create a product backlog in a user story format. Including all personas, needs, and yeah. So I can say that rather than we remain to a tech kind of user story. I think it is still working. So I can say so. And here we can create a product backlog in user story format, including all personas need. So here we can get those user stories as well. Now it's grouping the Emma first. Now, exact the content may not be consistent. Sometimes it does it in a particular way, or sometimes it changes. It's not very predictable, but we can play with the prompt and understand what is the right thing to do. So in a short time, I can get a set of user stories for some of these personas, and I can take them. I can play with the product backlog. I can put them in a Word and prioritize them and give it feedback, and then we can play with it in a more detail. So you can see a lot of stories emerging using this particular prompt. So we are reaching to a hotel manager. I need to invite intuitive platform. I want to access analytics. Okay, but hotel manager will do many things. Yeah, so I can focus on hotel manager because first they need to update the hotel, manage the hotel inventory, lot of things. So I can probably hint that this is not something which I really looking for. But in some iterations, I can get more details. Generic features, which seems to be matching to most of these personas, are also coming here. So that way you may get 20, 30, 40, 50 startup stories, and then you can play and optimize it. So this is how you can generate ideas. I won't say that you can create your product backlog and directly give it to your team, but you can definitely brainstorm with this particular tool and find out what it is possibly can suggest you for various things. Even later on, you can refine the user stories as well. You can ask for acceptance criteria. Mm, so you can say, why don't you add, just for an example, I can say, for add acceptance criteria to the user story. Now, I personally believe that it is easy to get acceptance criteria and other details when we have built the story here. If I just give a user story to the prompt and say create an acceptance criteria to it, maybe the results will be not that good. If you already have some sort of artifact document which has some details, and then you want to split a particular user story, feed that detail first and then ask for splitting the user story. So that's something you can do, or adding the acceptance criteria. So here we can say we need to define specific testable condition, and then it is also educating you, what is really needed, and then how I probably want to get an acceptance criteria for it. Sometimes it goes beyond, but if you have sufficient content feeded in it, then it will know that which acceptance criteria is part of this story and something is a part of some other story. So it may create an acceptance criteria for you like this, activity integration or package creation, time, real time availability, details and description, user interface and experiences. So those all will come. Probably it will get into performance and security as well, feedback and rating and all. So I can remove some of them which are not relevant, keep feeding it, and then this prompt will keep helping me in creating the user stories and acceptance criteria for my work. I can also use it to split the user stories. So you can say, please create, I can say, split this user story in around 5 to 10 user stories. So I give that, and then it can give me some of the details. Yeah, so let me enter it here. So that is also possible. So my way of looking at it, if you already have a product vision, some amount of product backlog, put it into some Word document or Excel sheet, feed to the ChatGPT, and then create more ideas around it. If you don't have anything, you just want to play or create a case study or start a high level product related requirement, start with the top level idea, brainstorm that top level idea like a vision and all with the prompt, finalize that. And once that is finalized, then talk about the possible dimensions like users and other, and then get into the more details focusing on user stories or splitting the user stories. So it split at the user stories which we had, and then we can even talk for a particular one what all acceptance criteria we probably want to have it. So I can see that as a business analyst, product owner, before I go and meet my team, I can talk to AI. Yeah, so AI is another team member for me. I'm not saying that AI's input I will accept all the time, but it's a helpful team member for me, and I want to brainstorm with this team member. I want to understand some perspectives. And after that, I keep updating and applying my ideas. And then I go to my team, show my work, which I have already brainstormed with my team member called ChatGPT. And as a collaborative effort with ChatGPT, you and your team, you can come up with a better set of user stories and acceptance criteria. So we explored many ideas, basically starting with understanding the overall vision and ultimately creating user stories. If you have been using ChatGPT or some other AI tool, please share your ideas in the comment section. I will copy some of the prompts which I have used here in the description of this particular video. Yeah, I think that's it for this particular video.